Today I have to go to court because of a horrible decision that I made in my late teens. When I was 19 years old, I was much more reckless than I am now, and I didn't really think all of my decisions through fully, and that led me to make a lot of bad decisions, including the one that led me to where I am today. And that decision was to go to law school and become a lawyer. So today I'm going to be in court arguing on behalf of my client.
$2.5 million house. No big deal, right? Dumb as fuck. Worst move I ever made, besides getting married, of course. So I buy this house. It's called Tierra Verde, Florida, which is in Pinellas County. Shittiest place in the world. But again, bad decisions all the way around. Long story short, I used to work as a security agent in South America, and my wife was Colombian. And I have tattoos. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I know the TikTok sheikhs are going to come for my neck, but I don't really believe in marriage. Not in modern day, at least, because I would say that the majority of the time it doesn't work out. And even when it doesn't end in divorce, it ends in absolutely hating and resenting each other towards the end of life. And the reality is that in most marriages, women get the short end of the stick. Like, women are the ones who have to sacrifice their careers, their health, their well-being to take care of their husband and the children. And in modern days, a lot of women are still working at the same time as doing all of that other stuff that has always been an obligation for women. I'm not like a psychopath, so there's still a part of me that like craves it. Like, I yearn for it, but logically I just don't really care for it because I don't think that it's gonna benefit me. Honestly, I feel like it's actually going to stunt my growth. It's going to stunt my career. It's just going to stunt me in so many ways, and I'm going to grow to hate that person. I didn't have to be in a marriage to have observed that in literally hundreds of marriages of the people around me. There's also a part of me that's just skeptical about the idea of being with one person for the rest of your life. And because so many people go into marriages with such high expectations, like they think it's going to significantly improve their lives, and then they're like quickly humbled within the first few years of marriage, I just feel like that actually sets people up for even more pain and heartbreak. Because society and just like our families have raised us to glorify marriage or to see it as like our end-all be-all purpose in life. And when you are disappointed by that, you just, it leaves you lost and broken and confused. Yes, there's still a part of me that like yearns for it. I do feel lonely every once in a while, but I know that I'm better off alone. And I'm more so in the mindset of like, if it happens, it happens, but it'd have to be like the most ideal situations. Otherwise, I just don't think that it's worth the time and effort and pain. Not to mention, in marriage, a lot of women's needs and their, how can I say this without pissing people off? Their desires are very rarely met. There's that aspect of it that actually leaves women feeling very frustrated. And then when they're not satisfied in their marriages, a lot of times the men will then go seek out other women because they can't satisfy their wife. Like, I just can't. Why would I put myself through that? I've seen far too many marriages that have failed, or if they haven't entirely fallen apart, they leave, at least the woman for sure, just feeling so broken and regretful of even getting into the marriage in the first place. Like, most of our moms and aunts and everybody, they're miserable in their marriages and they regret marrying the men that they married. So part of it is also just like the fact that they didn't choose well, but like, that's the reality for most women. Man, the sheikhs are gonna come for my neck.
I'm gonna be real. One bad decision could fuck your life up forever. You gotta be overly careful as shit. Cause you got shit to lose that you ain't even got to lose yet. You don't know what God gonna give you. You gotta learn to respect your life. Being with the wrong person at the wrong time will put you in the right position at the wrong time. Don't make risky decisions. Make smart ones. You gotta stay on point out here. Cause it ain't nothing to be fucked up in some bullshit. Trouble the easiest thing to get in, but it's hard to get out. Just like pussy. If you a successful motherfucker, You could think you're gonna do a bunch of bitches any kind of way if you want. It'd be the worst decision you ever made in your fucking life. Y'all both know that you ain't sexually assault nobody. That's the price you pay when you make bad decisions. Your own judgment might determine your freedom. If you know niggas ride dirty, don't get in the car. If it don't got shit to do with you, don't get involved.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. You cannot heal if you're constantly going to be a victim about your decisions that you did wrong. Like, you made bad decisions, and because you were young, or because you didn't know, or because you was hurt, or because you was upset, you made a bad decision. But then you also want to say that you were the victim because the decision you made didn't go the way you planned, or you didn't think out the decision that you made, and you didn't think about all the consequences that could have happened or came out of it. So now that it went left, it was a mistake, a bad thing happened because of the mistake, and now you're the victim. You're not the victim. You just made a bad choice, and you got dealt the consequences of your bad choice. If you're going to heal from that, you have to be able to accept that you just made a bad choice. That means saying, okay, I might have chose the wrong baby father. That might say I played with the time that I had when I was younger, and I should have been doing other things. Let me correct myself and let me start doing better now, but be realistic. You can't go back after the things that you thought you deserved back then under new circumstances. We as women have to stop always wanting to be the victim because something bad happened to us. Certain things, yes, we don't need to go through the most traumatizing thing that we can possibly think of, because that's not everybody's situation. Some things you are just a victim of. Some things we put ourselves in and got the consequences of it, and we found out we didn't like that thing. So were you really a victim because you chose to not date the good guy back in the day, and you decided to date Pookie, the drug dealer, and have a baby with him? He went to jail, and now you're trying to spin the block on the good guy that you passed up on years ago, and you the victim because you were preyed upon? No, you chose wrong because you was being what they call young and dumb. So you can't be mad at somebody for saying, I'm good on that. You made your decision. You did. That, y'all, I was just watching a video. So, and they said that they were the victim because they tried to spin the block on somebody that they knew back in the days because they picked somebody. And so they was a victim because they were young and they was being preyed upon. All this, like, they made themselves into the victim. We got everything not a victim thing. That's all I'm saying. Everything not a victim thing. We got to stop making ourselves the victim in everything. Some stuff you did. Some things are self-inflicted. Some things you just were not strong enough to come out of during that time. You got to own up to that. That's the only way that you can even start to heal. By genuinely accepting the things that you really did wrong. It ain't about being the victim. He did me dirty because you didn't know no better. You picked wrong. They did me wrong, but you continue to allow them to do you wrong. When you realize that you peeped it and you stayed, you peeped it and you continued to let it happen, you peeped it and you didn't do nothing about it, and then it didn't go your way, that don't make you the victim. Did you play the fool? Yeah, but that's not the victim. Accept the consequences and now learn from that, and let's do better and bring that into the future. But stop making your past, stop victimizing your past as if you didn't have a choice, because you did. You just chose wrong. That's not being a victim.
Hey, are you having a rough time right now? Well, I'm sorry to say this, but it's most likely your fault. Because you keep making bad decisions. You know right from wrong, but you still choose wrong. And on top of that, you continue to make bad decisions. So, to stop this, and to make your day better, and to make your life better, think about what you're doing and stop making bad decisions.
So whenever you're making conscious decisions about what to do with your lifestyle, your career, your personal life, or professional life, it doesn't matter. You're not making a decision just for yourself, but for the people around you, your future kids, your future family, your future friends, even your friends now. And if you've ever had people look up to you, or you've ever had a good amount of influence on the people around you, you'll realize how much your lifestyle and your decisions can affect other people. And this isn't to put pressure on you, but a majority of kids grow up and become very similar to their parents emotionally, physically, and mentally. Your eating habits, your workout habits, even to conflict resolution and communication, these are things that you pass on to your children and to the friends that are around you. So like whenever you're making a decision for yourself, you're also making decisions for the people around you as well. This is why I think living a healthy lifestyle and becoming the best version of yourself is so important, so that you have a good influence on the people around you. And when you get so stuck into this hyper individualism where you only care about yourself and not your friends, not your family, not your future family, you'll become a bad influence. And take it from me, who was a bad influence when I was younger. And as I've grown over the years and became a more well-rounded and, the best version of myself, I was able to realize that the people around me would improve as a result. And now my future family is like secure completely, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Make good decisions for everyone, not
Look
just
at your life. I think regret is a waste of time. Go look at the times in your life where you've suffered great pain on your decisions. And then ask yourself this: was I emotionally compromised when I made this fucking decision? Oh, look at that. See, that's teaching people how to think, not what to think. You can go do your own math on what I just said. You can backtest what I'm saying and go, yeah, that checks out. So that's not my truth, that's our truth. See the difference? So, you want to put yourself in a situation or build programming where if you become emotionally compromised, you get a little red flag that goes, whoop, I'm not making this decision. I'm going to sleep on it. Which is where the expression comes from. Let me sleep on it. Let's sleep on it. Cleanse the emotion, get back to neutral, then make the decision.
I did not like myself for a really long time. I really, really felt like I had just completely lost myself. I felt icky about my decisions, but still so unable to change them. I didn't understand if I felt like crap about what I was doing, why I was still doing it.
Making good decisions come from making a lot of bad decisions on the court. I feel like you got to have a lot of experience with making bad decisions so you'll learn from those. And then now the next time you get on the court, you can make a better decision. But also it's about you watching the game, you feel me, watching yourself, watching film, making sure that you are understanding why you made certain bad decisions. Did you not get to the spot quick enough? Did you not pick up the ball fast enough before somebody was able to swipe down? Did you not get that shot off because you didn't get enough space on the side step or the step back, right? So all those bad decisions end up being good decisions later on in your career because you start to realize, I know how to get to my shot a little quicker. I know how to get downhill a little quicker. I know how to pick up the ball and make sure that I can cover the ball with my body and nobody can swipe it or block it. So those things come from making bad decisions. So you have to have the confidence to go out there and make bad decisions, learn from them, erase much of memory, and then furthermore make a good decision.
I'm bleaching my eyebrows, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I can always dye them back. The only problem here is that my brother is graduating in a couple hours, his high school graduation, and if they go orange, I'm gonna be the freak of the family. Dye from Walgreens. I've done this before, but this time it's more so the fact that my eyebrows are so much darker than my hair, and I know some of you guys love that down because I think what happened was you watched Big Time Rush during your developmental years, and that one girl that Kendall dated had hair and eyebrows like that. Trust me, I get it. Get it. What was her name? Jo? Yeah. I've lived that. I'm on to the next adventure. I'm so scared. I'm just gonna do it though. Honestly. Okay. Is that a freckle? Whatever. I've got bigger things to worry about. Okay. I didn't tell anyone I was doing this, so I'm kind of scared my mom is gonna shriek. I'm gonna leave it on for whenever Gabriette knocks on my door and says, babe, Diva, welcome. Welcome to the club. There are definitely a bunch of hairs that I didn't get covered in time. I'm just gonna pluck them. Moment of truth, y'all. Oh. Why is it just gone? That's crazy. Why is it just gone? Okay, honestly, That's fine. Not the ombre. Now that is something that is new. That is something that is different. That is something that could get the girlies talking. Okay, I'll be back. Hey, look. Honestly, no harm, no foul. I'll just dye him back. No, I'm wishing that the front ends just got a little bit lighter. Do I do them one more time? I look like those twins that used to make the dancing videos, or they'd be like, okay, I just ended up using the toner that was in the box. But you're gonna have to come back for a part 2 because this is already so long. I'll show you in a few.
So I just left the office. I'm over here by this building, and I gotta tell you something. I'm about to shit myself. My booty cheeks are clamped so tight right now, shut. I don't know what's gonna happen the second I get in the house. And it's like the warmth hits me. And I just hope it ain't no warmth dripping down my leg. I'm cold. My butt cheeks are like clenched so tight. I hope I don't shit myself when I get home. Or halfway I'm like, it hurts. It really hurts right now. I'm worried. I'm really, really fucking worried. This is the longest eighth of a mile walk home in my entire life. I am no longer walking to work or walking home. I thought it was a good idea. Shed some pounds, lose some weight. I'm definitely about to lose some fucking weight right now. Shit coming down my leg. I'm about to cry. This sucks. I'll bet you when I get home.
Hello?
Stop posting songs about me. You're a fucking joke.
What do you mean?
I'm not dumb, Jules. Your terrible new song is about me. It isn't getting you nowhere in life.
I'm not deleting it.
No, delete the song.
No! Can I at least play it for you?
Fine, you can play it one time. I don't even want to hear this track.
Okay.
You've always been a bad decision. Why do I want you?
So what did you think?
No, I'm so mad right now. Actually make me want to cry. Like, fucking delete it. You're getting no views, you fucking peasant.
Music and you are stuck at 100 to 400 views on TikTok consistently in all your videos, watch this video right here. I am here to save the day. I don't make music, I'm a music coach, but this is fundamental stuff that helps me get from consistent like 200 to 300 views to now I'm getting like 1,000 views per video consistently for like a month and a half. Of course there's some outliers, but for the most part we've been balling. The main thing that helped me is literally the fact that I started calling out my audience within the first 5 seconds of the video. Like I did in this video literally right here. Unlike Meta, TikTok has a really smart algorithm to where if you literally tell them exactly who you're going for, they will try their best to put your video in front of them more often than not. A lot of you guys that make music mess up because you guys just post content without really a true direction, without a true audience, and it's kind of just like TikTok's confused. They don't know who exactly to push it to. So figure out who your listener avatar is, say their name or say who they are in the beginning of the first 5 seconds of the video. Also put it on screen in the text. And I promise you, you'll go from that 200, 300 views consistently to 600, 700, then slowly to 1,000 views per video. It won't happen every time, but these are fundamentals for success on TikTok.
Look, I want to make this clear out the gate. I don't wish any downfall on anyone that has been convicted or been arrested or charged on a criminal act. That's just not my style. Even if you're wrong and you got to pray for your consequences, but I'm not the person that is going to try to tear you down and beat you down. Let me get that out the way immediately before I even start this video about the little Dirk situation. But let me get into this. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning because I got a point that I want to stress to you guys out here in this world right now, especially young people. And we're going to start this off by talking about how one bad decision can affect many people. Let's start from the beginning. When King Von got killed, the young man who decided to make that decision to pull the trigger and kill Lil Von. We'll start right there. Now, that man's life, I think he got killed or something. I'm not sure, but if he's not, his life is destroyed right now. Okay, King Von is dead. That's another life that's destroyed. Now, we're talking about King Von kids. Their father gone. You're talking about the money stopping because he was the money earner. I mean, he was making a lot of money. That stopped, so that affects his kids. Okay, now, let's keep moving a little bit forward. In 2022, allegedly, they say Little Dirk put a plan together, a plan for pay for hire murder of the guy who was connected to King Von's murder, who was Rondo. I think that's his name. So he put a plan together. 5 guys, they flew to Beverly Hills to assassinate Quando Rondo. Things were a little wrong, and they killed Quando Rondo's cousin. They killed him. Now, let's stop right there for a second. Quando Rondo's life is affected now because his cousin got killed, and his cousin got killed because he know they were trying to kill him. So that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. Quando Rondo's cousin is dead now. He's gone. That affected his life. Now he possibly had kids. His kids are affected now. We're talking about a lot of lives being affected now. Okay, let's keep moving forward now to this day and time, which was yesterday. 5 guys who's connected to that murder of Quando Rondo's cousin was arrested here in Chicago. And also, Little Dirk was arrested in Florida for murder for hire. And these 4 guys here were arrested for murder. Now, let's stop right there. Those 5 guys that got arrested, they got kids, they got family members that probably were dependent on them. They all affected. Those 5 guys, now possibly their lives will be destroyed behind this. Now, we're talking about those 5 guys, kids, and everything. Now, let's go to Little Dirk. Little Dirk is the money machine. Without Little Dirk, there's a lot of people not even making money anymore. You got managers that's connected to him. You got road managers that's connected to him. You got makeup artists. You got stage crews. You got a lot of people, promoters. You got people that's connected to him that make a money because Little Dirk is the money machine. All that stops. Now, all of those lives are being affected now. Now, Little Dirk has kids. Hey, the money's cut off now. That's going to affect his kids. If he gets locked up, if he's accused, if he gets convicted of these things, I'm not saying he did it, but if he gets convicted of these things, those are more lives being affected. Now, Little Dirk has a father. His father just got out of jail not too long ago. It's going to affect him. All his relatives. A lot of people has been making money off of Little Dirk. All that stops now. All that stops. All because of a bad decision that was made down the line. Now you're talking about bad decisions being made that have affected over 30 to 40 to 50 people that has affected their lives drastically. Bad decisions being made. Look, I just used this example of Little Dirk to point out my point. You got to be a thinker. You can't act rationally. You have to think out things. You have to understand them and think them out rationally, because one bad decision can destroy your life, and not only your life, everybody around you. Look, if Little Dirk goes to jail when he messes his life up, man, I'll be one of the first ones to tell you, man, I feel sorry for him. Even though he may have did something wrong, he didn't get a chance to rebound and get up out of it. He got caught. If it's true. So I don't want to see the man locked down. If he did it, he got to serve his time. You do the crime, you got to serve your time. You got to do it. I'm sorry. But one bad decision can destroy your life. Be a thinker, young people. And not just young people, anybody. Be a thinker. Think out the problem. Don't react emotionally. Have a blessed one.